Hello guys and girls, it is I, Aaron Lee here, doing a YouTube video. The article is called Robert Downey Jr. to join Captain America 3 exclusive. Email, you can print it too if you want, or email it. And there's 95 comments. And Google Plus has 147. Twitter has 11.9K on Twitter, and Facebook has 32K. And there's a little bit of a view gallery, but no. I can't show you. I don't know how to show you. Film to kick off the Civil War storyline from the comic book miniseries that I also had. I used to read these comics. And the guy who wrote this article is Mark Gracer, and I got this from Variety.com, the news organization website. And he's the this guy's the senior editor, and the Twitter name is @MarkGracer. October 13th, 2014, 5:59 p.m. PT. I know it's kind of an old article, but it's from this year, actually. Yeah. Not too long ago. The 13th, I believe. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is on the verge of signing on to Captain America 3, with Tony Stark's Iron Man set to play a key role in bringing the Civil War storyline from Marvel's comic books to the big screen, and trigger the start of a new phase of movies from Marvel Studios. The actor is in final negotiations to play the billionaire in the yet-to-be-titled third installment that is slated to begin production in the spring for a May 6th, 2016 release. According to sources close to the discussions, Downey suits up as the superhero in the next summer's the Avengers: Age of Ultron, as a part of a previous deal that also calls for him to reprise the role in the Avengers 3. See more Marvel's schedule of upcoming movies. If you ever find this article, and there's links to different articles too, and schedules of new Marvel movies. The new pact is significant for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, considering the plot will pit Stark against Captain America's alter ego Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, as they feud over the superhero Restoration Act. Like you register, it's like in the Civil War comics, which forces anyone with superhuman abilities to reveal their identities to the U.S. government and agree to act as a police force for the authorities. Stark supports the program, but Rogers does not, saying it threatens civil liberties, causing sides to be taken, and Rogers, among others, to go on the run to avoid arrest. The moral question and battle with his Avengers teammate essentially makes Stark a villain of sorts in Captain America 3, providing Downey with a meaty role he could play out into future Marvel films, including a fourth Avengers. See more. And then the link to click there. It's called Marvel's Civil War. 5 things you should know. Marvel on Monday announced plans to reboot the Civil War comic book miniseries in 2015, which will help introduce the story to new readers leading up to Captain America 3. The first crossover of Marvel's biggest characters, including Spider-Man, was published in 2006. And they showed a Civil War picture of Iron Man and Captain America on both sides pulling on Spider-Man's arms. They didn't decide which side he should go on to. I guess that's what the picture shows. Summer 2015. This is next year. There's a little photo from somebody on Twitter at Marvel Entertainment. At Marvel from Twitter. It says hashtag Civil War. Hashtag number 1 dash summer 2015. 2:15 p.m. 13 Oct 2014. 2,211 retweets. 1,729 favorites. I guess this is really exciting. I guess it's a reboot of the franchise series to accommodate the movies. That is. But the deal for Downey to return as Iron Man almost didn't happen. Originally, Marvel wanted to hire Downey for a small role, which would have required just 3 weeks of work. But Downey wanted Stark to have a more substantial role in the film's plot. Substantial role in the film's plot, which would give him more screen time and naturally a bigger payday. This angered Marvel Entertainment chief Ike Perlmutter, who ordered the screenwriters to write Iron Man out of the script entirely, sources said. You can't take Iron Man out of Marvel. They can't do that. Iron Man is part of Marvel. Even though the deal appeared dead, Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and Downey's reps at CAA continued talks in hopes of working out their issues. Feige was bent on executing his grand vision for extending the life of the Marvel characters over many years. The executive needed his boss to see the big picture, considering the introduction of the Civil War story is seen as a way to drive the plots of sequels and new franchises. For the next 7 years, given the dramatic possibilities it offers for future films, the fallout from the government and Stark's actions would factor into a new Avengers 4 film, and beyond that will assemble new characters being introduced like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, among others, in their own movies. See more. There's a link to another site, an article, how Marvel guards its properties but isn't afraid to take chances with its galaxy. Downey, who earned $50 million for the Avengers and a reported $75 million for Iron Man 3, will collect around $40 million plus back-end participation for Captain America 3. Said sources, and will receive an additional payout if Captain America 3 outperforms Captain America the Winter Soldier's $714 million worldwide haul. Since the actor did not appear in the first two Captain America films, the thinking is that if the third installment surpasses the last movie, its success could be attributed to Downey. It's also worth noting that Evans is clearly a bigger star now, evidenced by the fact that Captain America the Winter Soldier grossed nearly twice as much as the first Avengers, $371 million in 2011. Marvel still could have worked around Downey if needed be, with the studio having already reworked plots from the comic books to fit its big screen agenda. It's certainly feasible that Stark could have been turned into a different character to butt heads with Captain America. The Incredible Hulk's Bruce Banner, for example. Another option could have been dropping the Civil War plot entirely, which would have required major rewrites. Downey already has been open about wanting to remain in Marvel Cinematic Universe beyond his current contract that expires after the third Avengers. In early September, Downey told Variety in Toronto that currently there is no plan for a fourth Iron Man. Yet, Downey also has been wanting to play a larger role in future films as a way to remain creatively involved and close to his fan base that would undoubtedly come to see his non-Marvel movies. However, those fans didn't show up in droves this past weekend to the actor's latest picture, The Judge, which debuted with just $13.3 million. As for the future of Marvel movies, the Disney-owned studio already has 11 releases dated through 2019, including next summer's Avengers: Age of Ultron and Ant-Man. See more. There's a link to another article called Fox to add Anna Paquin back to X-Men Days of Future Past. Anthony and Joe Russo, who directed Captain America: The Winter Soldier, will return to helm Captain America 3. The brothers are working on the script with Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, while Frank Grillo is expected to return as the villain Crossbones. Anthony Russo told Movies.com last month, "I can't divulge who is going to be in the film, but I think fans are going to freak out when they hear about it," clearly hinting at Downey being in the next sequel. While Downey was instrumental in getting Marvel's film franchises off the ground with the first Iron Man in 2008. The studio has since become a brand strong enough to launch titles that have little built-in audience awareness or major stars doing the heavy lifting, as evidenced by this summer's mega hit Guardians of the Galaxy. That film earned $687 million worldwide, surpassing Iron Man 2. Yeah, these movies make a boatload of money. They make too much money for these movies. Well, I like these movies. They're fun. And yeah. Marvel has long been known as a tough negotiator, and by some accounts, cheap. But the studio hasn't shied away from giving Downey what he's asked for in the past. He's reaped between $250 million and $300 million for the Iron Man trilogy, his role in the Avengers films, and a brief appearance in the Incredible Hulk, according to knowledgeable sources. Now, with Captain America 3, it doesn't look like Downey is ready to hang up Iron Man's suit anytime soon. Marvel and CAA declined to comment. See also Marvel's link to Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy TV show heads to Disney XD, and it was filed under Captain America 3, Chris Evans, Civil War, Iron Man, Marvel Studios, Robert Downey Jr., The Avengers. Follow at Variety on Twitter for breaking news, reviews, and more. And first comment was my 98 degree for fervor says 11634 1644 favorites. How many people actually buy and read comics today? Sad, really. The movies are driving their entire business. Hide behind the iron mask and the mouse. But nothing lasts forever. That's it for that article. I hope you enjoyed listening to me read off an article to you guys and girls who watch my YouTube videos and who enjoy them and like them at the same time. And please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, opinions, and thoughts. I hope you enjoyed it and liked it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And stay tuned for more. And drink some hot chocolate. And I'll see you all later.